Okay, 12.3, multiplying out brackets. Now if we've got a number outside of a bracket, so 4 bracket 2x plus 3, there isn't a symbol between the 4 and the bracket. Well, there is. Doesn't look like it, but the symbol between that is a multiplying. So what we're doing is we're multiplying everything inside the bracket by the number outside of it. So we've got 4 lots of the bracket. The way we can do this, we can put a wee arrow to remind us that we're multiplying the 4 and the 2x, and another one with the 4 and the 3. So we need to multiply everything inside the bracket by what's outside of the bracket. So if it's 4 times 2x, 4 times 2 is 8, and then x, and 4 times 3 would be, not 3, would be 12. If we had minus 5 outside of a bracket and 2 minus 3x inside the bracket, we'd have to multiply everything inside the bracket by what's outside. So 5 times 2 would be 10, but because it's minus 5, that makes it minus 10. 5 times 3x would be 15x, but we need to think about the signs. And a minus times a minus is a plus, so we actually get plus 15x. And we could write that differently as 15x minus 10. And we can do that because the minus belongs to the 10. The 15 is positive, so if we put the 15 at the start, the 15x at the start, there's no symbol in front of it which implies that it's positive, and the minus belongs to the 10. So those two statements are the same, and this would be slightly more aesthetically pleasing in a maths point of view. There is another way we can do these, and that's by considering it in terms of area. So we could draw out a rectangle, and we could put 4 outside, and the width of this rectangle is 2x plus 3. But we'll separate it into 2 separate rectangles, so we've got the 2x and the 2x and the 3 from the 3. Thinking about the area, we'll start off with this one first of all. If this is 4 tall and 3 wide, we know the area is going to be 12. And this time if we've got 4 wide and 2x deep, 4 times 2x is 8x. And then combining those together you get 8x plus 12. Similarly over here, I'm going to draw the rectangle slightly differently, just to show that it's the same. We can put a minus 5 as the width, and then it's a 2 minus a 3x, so 2 and minus 3x. The area here, if there was no minus sign, it would be 2 times 5, which is 10. But there is a minus times a positive is a minus. And then 5 3x's would be 15x. And then the minus and the minus are positive, so it's 15x again. And we could combine those, and we could write it as 15x minus 10, or indeed minus 10 plus 15x. So because there's no symbol in front of the 15, we can, well, it is a positive. So going to the examples in our notes, if we jump to example 2, what we have is 3 brackets 2a minus 4. So put our lines to the first term and to the second term, and we're multiplying. There's a multiplication sign between the 3 and the bracket. 3 times 2a is 6a, 3 2's are 6, and then we do the a. 3 4's are 12, and this is minus 12, so the answer is 6a minus 12. Second example, we've got minus 5 upon 2f plus 3. So we'll do first the lines, so from the minus 5 to the 2f and the minus 5 to the 3. And this is multiplying, remember, so 5 2's would be 10, so that would be 10f, but because of the minus, it's minus 10f. And minus 5 times 3, well, that gives us minus 15. The third part of example 2 is minus 3 times y minus x. Now I'm going to use the rectangle method and consider area in this case. And I'm going to put minus 3 on the outside and y and minus x on the top. The area is found by multiplying, so this is going to be minus 3y. So 3 times y would be 3y, but we've got the minus. And this one we've got a minus and a minus, so this is going to be a positive, and then it's 3x. So we could write this as minus 3y plus 3x, or we could write it as 3x minus 3y, where this is positive, it's still positive as it was previously, and this is still, the 3y is still negative. And example 4, we have 5 times minus 3 minus c. Again, I'm going to do the rectangle method and think about area. We've got 5 minus 3 and minus c. The area of this box, we've got 5 times minus 3 is minus 15. And if it's 5 and minus c, it's minus 5c. So we could write that as minus 15, take away 5c, or minus 5c, take away 15. Algebraic convention would be we put the algebraic term first, but both are equally correct.